And on the hill today, Nick Martinez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard, Jacob Wilson, up next for the A's. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base knock center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Swings over the top of that one. And that misses. And that's ball one. Gets him to chase after that one.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
In the air, right field. Fraley in position. One away. And now the DH, Brent Rooker. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And a swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of his jam.
Got him looking for the strikeout. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Kim slings to first. Out number 3. Back here at Tropicana Field, starting on the mound in this one, Aaron Savali. What do you got on him, Chris? Stepping in, Chandler Simpson. That's in there. 0-1. That's hard hit in the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Batting second, the second baseman, heads off.
Ground ball to the right side. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13.
And now, Junior Caminero. Sizzling on its way to the outfield. And it gets by him. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely, Jim.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. One down. Yandy Diaz now. Out towards right center field. Two down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his backside, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Fortes at the plate now, and that's strike one. Fraley leads off first with two down to the inning. Missed inside with the curve.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
This to third. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning.
It's just the beginning. Gotta get to the
Back now in Tampa Bay. We move ahead to the top of the second now.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Martinez, in his 8th season, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
The second baseman.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
McNeil.
And first offering is fouled off.
All one.
This one smoked out to left. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Strike 2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
The shortstop.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Got him right there. First base.
Up next for the Rays.
Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. Gets down, base hit. To second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get...
Base hit into the outfield. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0. So up next, Junior Caminero. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Traffic on the bases with one already in at bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball inside.
High fly ball right field. Butler should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Rays. The first baseman, number 8.
Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball there.
Ball one.
That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Diaz swings through it for strike one.
Inside, ball one.
And a base hit knocks in a run. The relay to second, tries to get back and save.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Dives and it gets by. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. Check swing and a ball outside. And that is ball one.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Aranda at third. Diaz on second. Fraley at first. 2 out of the inning.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So.
Oh, look at this. Over to first. And they get the out. Back here in Tampa Bay, on to the third inning. Denzel Clark now at the plate.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
On the ground to the left. Handles, throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 down, base is empty. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Check swing called strike. Strike one.
Well, these Rays doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're getting hits when it matters most and converting base runners into runs. They've got 5 hits with runners in scoring position.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
This one blasted the other way down the line, and it's a foul ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Butler moving under this one. And there's one away. So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson will hit next. In the air to left center. Reaching down. Makes the catch.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
On the ground to first, Kurtz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Tropicana Field, new inning getting started. Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field. Fraley has a beat on it. And there's one away.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a big swing and a miss. That one ripped. And it stays fair. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. Tyler Soderstrom digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. And a foul ball.
That's outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's ball 2.
Man at first, one away. Smoked to the left, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Everything came together for him. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Ball, that's out.
A little out front there as he swings through it. The Athletics trying to get back into this one. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Rooker at second. Soderstrom on at first with 2 down. And they'll do it again. In the air, right field. Fraley under this one. And that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. In the air, right side of the infield. Kurtz under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next, the first baseman, number 8, Ronda.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Off the plate, ball 1.
This one in the air, right field. And there's 2 down. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Liner, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
McNeil gets it to first. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Carlos Cortez. And first offering is fouled off. Cortez goes 5 feet 7 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018. Base hit, so a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Liner caught at second. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. 1 for 2. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
The A's with a chance to get back into it. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Foul ball.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
The batter number 6, shortstop Taylor.
That's outside. Ball 1.
And I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope.
The Rays up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Way inside. And there's a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
The new pitcher in the game, Hogan Harris.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Lead runner around second. Walls around third. The run scores all the way from first. And he'll pull into third with an RBI triple.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Kim in the box here lets that one go for a ball. On the ground right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to...
Brings it in. That is the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
No, that's
You know, when I
down.
was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So, you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
The 1-2. Got him looking. That's a
Up
strikeout.
next for the A's, the lefty, Tyler Soderstrom.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Shea Langoliers. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw.
You're out.
Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Number 2, designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Check swing, but he went too far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
2 away now. Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 in this one. New pitcher on now, Mark Leiter Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Fires over to first. That ends the frame.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Cam Boozer.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as
Ball,
well.
inside.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Takes it in for the out. Now the third baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Just
that's
off
in.
the inside edge. Swing and a miss. The Rays up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run.
Oh, he's out.
In time. Got him.
Up next for the A's, the center fielder, number 1, Denzel Clark.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And down on strikes. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And he swings through that one. On the ground to first. And he's out on the tag.
The batter number 6. Shortstop, Taylor. Whoa.
Check swing went around. Strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. High in the air out to right. Butler settles underneath it. 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Chandler Simpson now at the plate. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball line to center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here's the lead off hitter for the. So Marcotte going with a pinch hitter here. Colby Thomas. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen. Yoendrys Gomez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Aranda. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. 1 for 3. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the A's, the first baseman, Nick Kerr.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. This one in the air center field. Mullins on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the back here at Tropicana Field. On to the bottom of the 8th. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Kurtz makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next, the first baseman, number 8, Aranda.
Inside, just missed. Leiter in his 6th season. He features a sinker, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. Now he breaks his bat. The throw to first. Rays retired in. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now pitching.
Kevin Kelly gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Next up for the A's, Jeff McNeil. Fought off foul.
Ball. That's inside.
On the ground. And foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Mullins in pursuit. Can't get there. 1 run will score. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double. It's 8-2. One out and a runner at second here in the top of the 9th. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The A's down to their final out. Denzel Clark up next for the A's.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball. That's in.
Up the middle, base hit. McNeil headed home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
The right fielder, number 32, Colby Thomas.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the A's. Zach Geloff. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Clark off of first with 2 away. They're down to their final strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. You can kiss it goodbye. A 2-run blast. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-5. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Martinez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.